Yo, 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 yo! Holy dang, that was a weird intro. But hey, what's up, everybody? My name is TRSKSS, and welcome back to the channel. And guys, in today's video, I am going to be talking to you about something very interesting that I thought, why don't I go ahead and showcase this off tomorrow to my subscribers for, uh, for their informational knowledge here. Now, before I begin, I was just wondering if you people can support the video by dropping maybe a blue thumbs up. And if you guys could go ahead and do that, then you would, of course, enter into my giveaway to get a free $10 million gift coming to your porch in just like 2 days. So if you people want to get $10 million, then make sure that you do that as well. Now also, subscribe to the channel if you're brand new, because I would hate if you missed out on any of my brand new videos. And with all that being said, let's go ahead and get things started today with this little story right here. Alrighty guys, so as you know, Franklin does have a lot of people in his family, and he is very, very desolate with his family and kind of keeps them, on the low key. He doesn't like to bring them up all that much in GTA, and it does kind of lead the player to think that maybe Franklin doesn't have a family, maybe he doesn't have anybody that loved him, but people, that really doesn't happen to be the case, as if you guys do go look through Franklin's mansion, you will notice that he does have a lot of stuff in there of pictures of him and multiple different people. So we all know Tanisha, who was his girlfriend, we all know Chop, and we all know Creepy Aunt Denise. But of course, I am going to put a picture up on screen that does show to you that there is a very strange person that is taking this picture right here with Franklin. Alright, so as you guys can see, there is this random girl that Franklin, has never really brought up much about. And she's just kind of standing there with a good old grin on her face, standing next to Franklin and just, grinning up a storm because, I mean, I would grin up a storm too if I got to stand by a rich bank robber. Like, $2.1 billion is a lot to make me grin. I would do it for 1 million. But people, it does seem like this person is actually somebody in Franklin's family, and that does lead a lot of people to wonder, well, what actually happened to her? Like, did she die? Did she get arrested? Is she just no longer in Los Santos? Or what really happened? Well, I did do some digging around and found out quite a few things. Well, people, this person in the picture is actually Franklin's mother. Yes, people, Mama Clinton is finally being revealed on GTA, and Franklin doesn't really talk about his mother all that much. Like, we know that he talks to Lamar, and we know that he talks to Denise and Tanisha and all those people out in the hood, but he never really talks about his mother. And if you guys are in the game, then you won't really realize all that much stuff about, Franklin's mom or his family or anything like that in his real life. So it is very interesting that he would, of course, not ever bring his mother up. Because, as you guys do know, Trevor brings his mother up quite a bit, and obviously, I mean, Trevor does have a lot to say about her, and then when he sees her at the end of the story mode with the pharmaceutical truck, then he clearly understands that, his mother has returned and finally is here to see her son once again. But that stuff doesn't really happen for Franklin. And nor does it really happen for Michael, but I of course have a video out on that coming soon too. But it does not seem like Franklin really spends all that much time talking about his mother, which is kind of unfortunate because if you guys think about it, it does really take away a lot from the game, not getting to hear much about your character's lifestyle and the person that you're playing with. Because as you guys know, any really good story does have a very professionally developed character, and GTA 5 does have some good developed characters, but it does feel like Franklin is missing something when I play as him because he is a little bit harder to relate to than Michael and Trevor, but that could just be because Michael and Trevor have some more details, or maybe because they're just, depicted as more likable people. So, today's video, as I did talk about and give you that little bit of a background, we are going to be examining what happened to Franklin's mom. Well, of course, in that picture that I did show you, she does look pretty young. I mean, she's not like gonna have gray hair or anything. So obviously, people, that means that unless it was a car crash or something, she did not die. And I did look it up on GTA forums and things like that, and I did find out that, of course, Franklin's mom did not die, and she does not have, like, you know, any issues or anything. Like, she doesn't have diabetes or something that would make her have to live in a certain location. But it does seem like Franklin's family was not always from Los Santos. Now that might make a lot of you guys wonder because I know that Franklin does bring up some things where he talks about how he was living like in his house for such a long time on the in the hood and stuff. Well, people, as you guys do know, Franklin's family isn't only just Franklin. Like his parents were around a little longer than him, and so, they could have moved over from some of the other cities in GTA over towards Los Santos and then had Franklin as their son. So it does seem like after Franklin did come to Los Santos as he was born, that, his mom and dad did decide they were going to move back. Now, there is really no pictures of his dad, so I am not quite sure what happened there. Maybe they got a divorce, maybe the relationship just wasn't working out or something. But it does seem like right here that on this article that Franklin's family did move back to their original location or to some other location that was not near Los Santos. And so that's why we don't really see Franklin talking to his parents all that much or talking about them because obviously if they were gone, then it is a little harder to speak to them every single day. Now that does leave me to wonder, and probably you guys are wondering too. You're probably thinking, well, TRSKSS, if your parents had moved away, wouldn't you still talk about them? Like, obviously, if my parents had moved away or something, then I would still be talking about them, so why wouldn't Franklin? Well, people, there is more to that story. So as I did state, there is nothing that happens about Franklin and his dad, no pictures or anything like that, and so that could suggest something very specific here. That Franklin was very close with his mother, but was not very close with his dad. Maybe his dad did have like, some type of a bad habit or something that he got into, such as doing a lot of drugs or something when Franklin was a younger kid. And then it did lead to some like traumatic events happening onto his mother. And so maybe Franklin just got, in a better relationship with his mom because maybe he spent more time with her. So now that does lead you guys to wonder, well, where on earth is Franklin's dad then? Well, people, there's either a few possibilities. Of course, there is a very big possibility that, like I just said, he has a better relationship with his mom, so him and his dad got divorced, and then that was it, and nobody was just ever heard from again. It could be that his dad is in jail, or of course, it could be that his dad did die, or something like that. So while the true whereabouts of his dad are never known, I do have something here that does show that Franklin's family supposedly moved from San Fierro. Now guys, San Fierro is like a different town on GTA, and I am going to go ahead and come right into the recording right here and say that I did mess up in the San Fierro thing. I did mean to say San Andreas, and we'll be referencing one of the first GTA games, and I will get right into that in a minute. But I just wanted to go ahead and stop the recording here and put in this little part and say that I do apologize for talking about San Fierro when that indeed is false information. So people, it does seem like that because, of course, the first GTA game, or one of the first, did take place in San Andreas, that could be where Franklin's family is from. Because as you guys know, it does focus a lot around CJ, and of course we have seen that CJ and Franklin are somewhat related. So you guys can see the connection here. Of course, this was our earlier time of Los Santos and things like that. And of course, there was different places that CJ could go ahead and visit, such as like the casinos and different spots. And there was multiple different little like islands. And even though we did return over to San Andreas and Los Santos, we did discover that there is not that there's not as much stuff that CJ did see, because of course it was a completely different part of California, and so that does lead me to wonder, well, if CJ and Franklin were related, then wouldn't it make sense that his mother and CJ's mother also lived in the same remote location, as there has been a few pictures and stuff that got leaked of like CJ and Franklin together? Well, people, of course, that is actually the case. So it does seem like they did live in a very different location of San Andreas and then moved to Los Santos, only to when Franklin grew up to have his mother move away yet again after she divorced the father or something like that. Now again, the full details about like divorcing the father and stuff are not 100% confirmed, but I just thought it was pretty likely as we never hear anything about Franklin's father. Like, we don't have any pictures or anything to reference him, and so, of course, there had to have been his father there as well when he was a kid, because obviously that just wouldn't make much sense if that wasn't how it was. So, people, let me know your thoughts on this down below in the comments, and make sure that you do let me know what you guys think about this. Anyways, my name is TRSKSS. I'll see you guys later on with another video. Make sure that you do drop a like and subscribe if you're new, and peace out.